Hi, in this video, we're going to solve a problem using trigonometry in the right angle triangle where we're given a ratio between angles in the triangle. Now, we should first use this ratio here to work out what these angles in the triangle are. Because we're told, if we just draw on the diagram, the ratio between angle A and B is 3 to 2. So between A and B, it's 3 to 2, like that. Now, what do we know that these two angles add up to? Well, the angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees, but this angle's 90 degrees, so the remaining two angles must add up to 90 degrees. So we have two angles, they're in the ratio 2 to 3, and they add up to 90. So we just need to split 90 degrees, the total angle, in the ratio 2 to 3. So let's do that. 2 to 3, that's 5 parts in total. So 5 parts represents this total angle of 90 degrees between the two angles. And we want to work out, well, either of the angles will do. Let's work out just this angle on the left, but it really doesn't matter. So that's 2 parts. We need to work out what 2 parts is. So 1 part is 5 times less. So that divided by 5 is 18 degrees. And we want 2 parts, which is going to be double that, which is 36 degrees. So we now know, if I just rub this out, we now know that this angle here is 36 degrees. And now I've got enough information to use trigonometry to work out the side length of x. Now remember, trigonometry relates 2 of the side lengths of a right angle triangle and an angle of interest. And the angle of interest is not allowed to be the 90. So the angle of interest here is the 36 degrees. And we've got these 2 side lengths of 8 and x. Now remember, the first step is to label the sides relative to that angle of interest. So the x is the hypotenuse of the triangle. I'm going to put h in a circle because it's the longest side of the right angle triangle. And then this 8 here, can you see it's next to this 36? We say it's adjacent to the 36. So we put an A in a circle like that. And then remember the mnemonic we use to remember what trigonometric ratio we use. It's SOHCAHTOA. And that allows us to choose which trig functions to use, whether sine, cos, or tan. So we're using A and H here. So it's going to be this one here, which uses the A and H. And remember, what that's short for is cos of the angle of interest, theta, is the A over the A. So A divided by H, the adjacent divided by the hypotenuse. So let's now just substitute in our values. It's cos of the angle of interest, which is 36 degrees, equals A over H, which is 8 over X. Now, do you remember the quick way to solve an equation like this, where the variable's in the denominator, where you can swap the thing that you're dividing by and the result of the calculation? I explored that in a previous video. So if you swap those, you just get x is equal to 8 divided by cos of 36. And if we do that on our calculator, don't worry about how your calculator works out cos of 36. It is to 1 decimal place, it's just 9.9. So the answer is x is 9.9 centimeters, and we're done.